Hey guys, it's the Flagship Phantom, and welcome to my 2025 Haunt Build Series, Part 3. Welcome to my third Haunt Build video. If you haven't watched the other two, make sure you go check that out right now. Specifically the second one. You can see how I made all these walls and everything. But anyway, we're gonna start today's vlog off by making these roofs for Lehman Labs, which is this section right over here behind these walls. It is the laboratory section, and we're just gonna kind of have these as the roofs. If you don't know, these are mainly used for attic ventilation, and I'm actually gonna not completely coat them, but just kind of spritz them with this to give them kind of a metallic feel. And then I'm just gonna hang them up on the ceiling and see how it looks. But anyway, let's get to doing that. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of spritzing on some kind of metal coating, and it's just gonna seem kind of tinted and pretty cool. So I'll keep you guys updated on how this goes. Okay, so I think this is about good for right now. I think these have a really nice silver tint to them. So now we're just gonna add them to the laboratory and we're gonna see how that looks. Okay, so here we are, August 20th, the next day. You can see that we do have the ceiling in here finally. I don't know why it shows up like this on video. It's not like really spots or anything in person. I don't have any lights on in here at the moment. So that's why I'm using my flash. But you can see this is just generally what it looks like. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think it's a super cool transition from all this this greenery laser swamp to this more industrial type feel. I'm super excited with how this is. I'm pretty sure this is almost completely done. I might add some sort of skeleton in here or something. But yeah, this is how it's looking at the moment. So see you guys in the next clip. Okay, it is August 23rd, a great big Saturday to kind of try to do stuff. Today we're gonna put up our first outdoor thing, which will be this spider web tunnel. I've got all this long 10-foot PVC here, and we're just gonna connect it using some rebar and some fittings. And yeah, I'm just gonna show you how this goes. I think I'm just gonna show you the finished product like right now. And here it is. I did put it up a while ago, but I just haven't recorded. I've done a ton of stuff since then. It is still the same day though. This is just basically what the archway is looking like. Pretty cool. Just walk through like this. The sun is starting to set, so I believe I'm wrapping up for today. But I'll just show you a few more things I got done. Recently, I did add this black section. I'm not sure if I mentioned that in my previous video. We've started to clear out the walls and arrange this beginning mausoleum section with the doors, of course, being the main entrance here. Then we got the count. Here's a few boxes of stuff. I'm about to start needing to set up some more stuff. Let's turn on the flash real quick here. Here we have the wallpaper hallway. I did add Mr. Gunslinger right here. Always looks super awesome. I love his look. Then I did also add these curtains to the laboratory section. And here is another look at these. You can see I did also add this tube as well as this mad scientist guy. And I kind of moved him over, put some eyeballs in this jar, just a few little tweaks. And here we can see a little bit of what's going on in the laser swamp scene. I had to kind of fix a few things. That's still not totally fixed. But yeah, got a snake in here now, got deer head, and the moon fell down, but I do have it back up there now. So that is basically all the updates for today. Let's move on to the next day. Okay, so it is the 24th, and we have got a lot going on here in the past day. We're gonna have lost your way kind of over there. Anyway, I'm not really sure what's going on. You can see coat racks going over there. But yeah, we did make almost all of our mausoleum crypt shift section. Super happy with this. We've got the counts, we've got some torches, we've got some of this stuff. And yeah, we used to have a fan idea. There's gonna be a fan right up here. You can see it is there, but I don't think we're gonna use it. And then yeah, we have a light here, kind of a forested section. We've got a few Roddy Scotties from Party City. the candelabra, and then we have some strobe lights, one there, and then one there, that will be synced up to this. So basically, when I go, ah, that was my example. But it goes off, and I'm gonna have a little sound right here that goes like, but yeah, thunder sounds basically. And then yeah, basically nothing else has changed. Just did a ton of work today on that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm trying to put Dolly in double trouble here. I'm having whole different ideas than when I originally was, but still a work in progress, but we'll see. Okay, so it is August 29th. It has been a long time, not that long I guess, but since I have done any sort of haunt update so far, basically nothing has changed in the garage. But yeah, you can see that we do have 15-foot Phantom now set up. Tomorrow is going to be August 30th. That's when we're bringing the truck to get all these fences out, so that's the next clip you're gonna see. But we have a tombstone, we got Howler in a little bag here, got a 15-foot Phantom. Another pickup, you can see, is the Wurricrow right there. And he is going right here. Now, some of you guys may know this, and some of you guys may not, but I used to have the Ultra Skelly, but I ended up having to sell him because I'm a bit low on money, and I still wanted to get this guy, and I'm so glad about my purchase. I got him for $300 instead of the typical $400, and he just looks absolutely insane, and I'm so happy with him. He's not on right now. I don't have any plug run into him. This is how he looks. He's absolutely massive in person. Videos cannot understand how big he is at all. It's crazy. But anyway, yeah, let's jump to the next clip. I'm gonna be bringing all these fences in, so let's do that. Okay, so here we are. It's the morning of August 30th, and we just brought over all of these fences, and we're going to set up the perimeter of the yard, and I'm gonna be so happy about it. And today I also plan to place some tombstones. I plan to place a few more animatronics. It's gonna be awesome. And the next clip will probably be when the fences are done. So let's go to that. And now here we are, only about an hour later, and we have all of these fences set up and done. So basically how we do it is we just kind of have these wood things to connect each of the panels. You just go on the top and bottom. And then for each of the panels, we have 1, 2 of these stakes. I forget exactly what they're called, but that's how it is for every single one of them here. And yeah, this is how it's turned out. If you guys seen my haunt last year, this is exactly the same as how it looked last year. But now I'm gonna start setting up like this dock and stuff and add some cool guys into this. So now it'll really look like a haunted house. Let's do this. And okay, it is the night of the same day that you just saw. It is August 30th, and you can see the progress we've made here. Still no tombstones up, but we did do a heck ton in terms of lighting and props. Many of these I had to set up from scratch. Usually I have all the props set up in my basement, then I take them out. I didn't really do that this year because I have a lot of more new props. You can see Grim over there. We've got this lady. Got Coldredus going there. Always love how this looks. You may recognize, if you just look at this half, this looks pretty much identical to how it looked last year. But when we move on, it's a whole lot different. But yeah, Phantom isn't on right now. Neither is Wurricrow. You can see his awesome silhouette over there. Let's see if we can get, I might reposition some of these tomorrow because some of them don't seem to like to go off when I want them to. Here is the Hunched Reaper. He's one of my favorites, and he will have fog in his mouth as well. Then we do also have this dude right here. I need to fix one of his arms that goes too far back. And then we do have Resurrection Mary back here. Let's see if she can go. There we are. And yeah, now I gotta bag these all up. Well, not all of them, but the non-weatherproofed ones for in case it rains or anything. But yeah, I'll give you guys another clip tomorrow. Okay, so here we are, September 1st, the next day. We have added a few things here. We do have the spider webs up. And we've got the gravestone, and we do have Levitating Reaper up here. We also did, in the Scorch Field section, add all of these posts and twine to make sure people follow the correct path, as well as place both of these fences here right in front of the Wurricrow, who still does not have an outlet yet. We did add these fences. This is where the pirate section is going to be, with Captain Cuts and a few tentacles and a cannon and a ship and well, not a ship, but anyway, yeah, added all of the tombstones, as you can see here. Looks great. We did add Victorian Vampire as well. He was not here yesterday. And we still have 2 more props to add in. We're gonna have Murderous Maple right here, as well as Night Dullahan in this spot right here. So yeah, that's pretty much all we've done for today. And I'm really happy with how everything's turned out. I think this is starting to really come together. And yeah, let's go on to tomorrow. Okay, so this is how the haunt's going. Basically, not much has changed. I did move this guy a little closer, so now he can be activated by sensor. We did get Dullahan up today. Super happy about him. Here, let's see him go. I did connect his fog as well. You can see it going right on there. Pretty awesome look. Yeah. I did wire up the pneumatics for Grandpa. He's just not going right now. I don't have the air compressor connected necessarily. And I did also get up Maple, and I got this new light for Victorian Vampire. But anyway, oh yeah, I also did get some Gobi lights to hang up here. Just little orb lights, so it's pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, this is September 1st. I said that it was September 1st yesterday on accident. Yesterday was August 31st. And yeah, this is how it's looking so far. Super excited. Let's move on to the next clip, which will probably not be tomorrow, but we'll see when that is. And the date is September 7th. And we have gotten a lot done. Like I said, in the last clip, I have been rather busy, so that's why it's been a bit slowing down. But you can see, I'll just go through. I forgot even what I added since the last update. We do have these Gobi lights up here. We have the Inferno Haunted House sign. We got a window. We've got the new Demon Skeleton from Home Depot. Super awesome, and only 45 bucks for this. It's a really good deal, I would say. We do have Smoldering Zombie up there. Just go through. We've got Grim. We've got all the tombstones. Night Dullahan. This lady. And then we moved Victorian Vampire, so Captain Cuts could go over there, because we are not allowed to put anything on this side. So we took these fences down and put them over there. So it's a lot of stuff that happened. He unfortunately, his swiveling in the wind, it snapped. So now he kind of freely swivels, which I kind of actually like a bit more than how he used to be. But yeah, we got Victorian Vampire. You can see the graveyard is really starting to get fleshed out now at this point. Got Nightcrawler. We've got this guy and Pneumatic Grandpa and Captain Cuts over here. You can take a look at this pirate section. It's still a little bit of a work in progress, but we're gonna have fog. We're gonna have blue lasers. We got one there. And we got one right there to make a blue laser swamp, as well as one green laser right there by Nightcrawler. Gonna be in Cauldroness, so it's pretty cool. You can see we got all these tentacles, pirate skeleton. Yeah, there's a ton of cool stuff here. A lot of the things we have are handmade, like this fence and this, and some of these gravestones, and a lot of stuff actually. But we rarely hand make stuff ourselves. A lot of our haunt is secondhand. So that's something really cool I like about it. You can see different pieces of past haunts, especially like now we have the walls in there. So it's a correlation of a ton of past haunts into one haunt. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm really liking the look of this whole thing so far. Let's take a look over here. So we did, with the extra fence, we made this rectangle over here. And now we have this guy as well. You guys have seen Wurricrow before. And then we have all of this stuff over here. This pathway, not sure if I showed you when I added the vines, but I've just added a few vines to make it a little bit easier to see. And before we end the video, let's just take a walk through the haunted house to see what's up. We've got these skeletons. We have a ton of skulls. I got rid of the fan up there that is no longer there. We have all the strobe lights and the effects, so it'll look like you're morphing into some new dimension. And then we enter the shock ward. I did fix his head up there, so now we're all good. We go into the dark hallway, super tight, and just squeeze through. Here is the laser swamp. You guys cannot see. Let me turn the flash. Yeah, here is the laser swamp we got going on. Fog zombie. This door, once again on a hinge, so we can access behind the back of it. Yeah, here's the exit of the dark hallway. You can really see how narrow and tight it is in there. And yeah, we got the moon up there. Here's more of a look at that silver industrial top. I've had a bit of trouble with this falling down, but I've gotten to stay up recently. You guys have seen the laboratory. We did add a little nightstand here. Not sure if it's staying exactly there. Got the candelabra, and we've got this projector. That's going to be right next to Boogeyman and shining up there. Then yeah, this is sort of the attic section now, I decided. We've got Code Rack Monster, a mirror, all these dolls, and Double Trouble. And this is basically the progress right now. The first week of September. And we open, I believe, the third week of October. Like second or third week. So we've got over a month still. This is how we're looking. I always love seeing this whole thing come together. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. A pretty productive one. None of this was here in the start of the video. But yeah, anyway guys, this has been the Flagship Phantom, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.